What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So today, we're here with my own personal teams that are taking on the treasure map versus Jinbe. Now, a couple of you guys may be asking, where are the treasure map pulls? They're going to be included in this video right here. Before we get into my teams, I'm going to show you guys the clip of me doing my pulls for the treasure map. And the reason why I'm doing it in this fashion is because I only did like one multi-pull, and I have some tickets as well, so... I mean, spoiler alert, I only did one multi-pull, but either way, here is the actual Sugo Fest of me pulling on the Treasure Map Jinbe Sugo Fest. Alright, what's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today, we are going to be going ahead and jumping into some Treasure Map pulls. I did buy these two tickets first. I bought the Legend ticket just because I can. It does include Luffy, Sanji, the Generals, and also Germa 66. So let's see what we can get. We're gonna jump into this one first, and then the Legend, or the other ticket after this is a limited rare recruit ticket. So let's see what we get from our Legend ticket. It would be so good to get another copy of Sweet Generals, Germa 66, or Luffy, Sanji just to have the dupe. But hey yo, hook us up, man. Hook us up. It's a red. It's a red, and it's gonna be... Snake Man. Super type Snake Man. It's a very good pull. Very, very nice. Very good. I think that has every single legend in the game on it, so... The chance of you getting something you actually want are probably going to be quite low, but either way. Alright, this is going to be the limited rare recruit ticket, which includes up to Caesar Clown. So I feel like they should probably update these tickets a little bit, because these are some pretty old units now. The one that I want the most, though, is Kinemon. I don't have him yet, and would be absolutely awesome to have him. So we'll see what we get. Hopefully it's Kinemon. There are still a couple of them that I don't have, but we'll see. We will see. I've pulled him so many times. I swear I got him last month. I swear I got him last month. Anyways, Brandy World, sure, that's a dupe. Okay, whatever. But here, this is what we're here for today. We're here for the Treasure Map Sugo Fest. We're going to be doing up to 4 multis maximum, because the third multi, we get the first booster. The fourth multi is a 1-gem multi. Here we go. 30-gem multi. Again, the only thing that I really want from this is going to be the Aladdin or the Mystems treasure map unit. No animation, so I'm not expecting a legend ticket here. But Luffy Sanji is on part 1 of the Sugo Fest, so if you were unlucky enough to not get Luffy and Sanji from the Anniversary Sugo Fest, potentially you could drop them here. But of course, if you really wanted to pull Luffy and Sanji, specifically Luffy and Sanji, I probably would advise to wait until all of the anniversary parts return, so that you could have a better shot at them, because their rates are going to be a lot better on the anniversary Sugo Fest, obviously. So we want to see the smoke effect animations here. So far this multi's been kind of average. Hachan's a very good pull though. Karina is also a very good pull, but we want to see the smoke because we want a chance at Mystems or Aladdin. That's what we want to see. Shiryu, get out of my face, bro. Man, this multi's not great. This multi is not great. Oh, hang on. Oh, fuck. Why? Oh, why? Why do they gotta do that, dude? I hate it here, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's the worst case scenario, man. That is actually the worst. Dang, dude. Like, any one of the other two would have been so amazing. Dang, dude. I mean, this unit... Okay, so this unit's actually pretty interesting. Special ability reduces burn and chain coefficient reduction by 3. And block and empty slots get changed into matching. Like, it's not terrible, I guess, but... Super mid, dude. 11th poster is... Usopp, who has a decent support effect. Yeah, there's basically no reason to keep going at this point. Like, I wish I didn't get that unit so I could have kept going, but I don't think I really need a pull at this point. I'm just going to save my 1,000 gems for whatever banner needs to come out next, right? I don't think there's a real reason to keep pulling. I'm quite comfortable having one of the boosters and not having the other two. I'm fine with that. You know what? That's pretty good. We saved ourselves 101 gems right there. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. That's it. That's going to wrap it up. that was pretty quick. I wasn't expecting it to be that quick, but there we go. So now that you guys have seen my pulls, or my pull really, let's go ahead and jump into the treasure map team builder, because I have my teams already built. I did go through them on stream, just to go through like what my team was going to be about, and how we were able to get around the boss fight, right? So for versus Nami, this stage is really easy because only your middle row is going to be binded for 3 turns. So we've got Carrot to unbind our characters. But the main way that I'm getting around it is I'm just going to go ahead and use double Zoro, and I do have Treasure Map NL as well to give us some pretty good damage output too. So realistically, this isn't going to be that much of a problem. She only has 100,000 HP, which means her scaling is really low. So I'm really not too worried about this stage at all. And because we have a lot of these bosses now, pretty much every treasure map that we've seen over the last few months has had one of these bosses that have like no HP and their scaling is terrible. And that's typically where we can just put on whatever we want, because the boss is so easy to take down, we can just run whatever we want against it, which is what I'm doing on this team. So nothing really too important that you need to bring. Carrot's nice to unbind your characters, but again, as I said, nothing too crazy. Let's move on to the Brook stage. So with Brook, with this stage, about the quest guide, this is the stage where you get empty slots. Also, you get 3 turns of paralysis, 5 turns of chain lock. So the way that I'm getting around it here is I'm using Chopper as the captain. He's a 3 times boost to strength, and he still actually will go ahead and boost all other characters by 2.5. But the main component, well, actually what I should do is make it so it's like this. So Perispera gets the matching slot, because with double Chopper, we can use both of their specials to get at least 4 matching slots on our team, which is super good. We have color affinity of Kid support attached to Perispera, but again, we can switch that out for Nami if we need more color affinity. Capone is there for being a really good unit to remove the chain lock that gets inflicted on this stage. And then we also have Ace as an orb booster. We have Perispera as an orb booster. Realistically, we'd want to be using Perispera's boost instead. So we've got an attack boost with Chopper, orb boost with Perispera. We have Capone for removing the chain lock. We have Nami for color affinity, or the support for color affinity. This is way more than enough damage that we will need in order to get through this boss, even though we only have 4 matching slots. So it's not going to be that big of a problem. So pretty easy team to build against the Brook stage. And now we're going to be moving on versus Chopper. So for the quest guide versus Chopper, he's going to give you unfavorable slots. He's going to go ahead and stun your middle row 1.5 times increased damage taken, and also give you special bind to your bottom row for 5 turns. So the way that I'm getting around it is using the 2 recommended units for this fight. So we've got Brook, and we also have Nami and Sanji at the bottom. Now it is annoying because Nami and Sanji are only a 1.1 point booster, whereas on JP, I think they were like a 1.3 or higher point boost that time around. So we did get kind of shafted, but I'm just going to be using them even though they're a lower point boost, and I know you can run just a regular Sanji with pudding support to get around the stun, but I just want to use these characters anyway. So you're going to use their switch effect. They change fighter and free spirit characters badly matching slots into matching, so that'll give us a full board of matching slots, and we can use their special to give us an orb boost. Brook's special will go ahead and give us conditional boost. We can actually launch it twice to get the conditional boost, which is pretty good, and that's pretty much it. Like it's pretty self-explanatory from there. We can get an attack boost with Boa Hancock by using her special ability as well. But what I'm going to do is once I get the copy of Treasure Map Jinbe and get him completely maxed out, I'm going to put Jinbe as the captain instead, because he's a higher point booster and he also gives color affinity, so that's pretty good. We're going to relegate Boa to a crewmate and then either get rid of Robin or get rid of Viola. I'm leaning more towards Viola. But technically speaking, it would be nice to keep Viola because she's... Well, then again, she's also an orb booster, so we actually don't need Viola at all. Either way, it's not going to be a problem. We're going to have a lot of damage output on this team because the boss is Int, so we want to be building a side team. And definitely with the Treasure Map unit, Jinbe being a side unit, he's a perfect unit to use for this boss fight. So now we move on to Carrot, is the next boss now. With Carrot's quest guide, it mentions that once again, we get unfavorable slots, 5 turns of attack down, 5 turns of Rainbow Shield, % damage reduction, and also defense down immunity. So we're using Capone as the captain, a driven and a shooter captain, and the rest of the characters on this team are also driven and shooters. The main key components though is the Usopp, who gets rid of attack down, and the Okiku, who's an orb booster and will get rid of the Rainbow Shield damage reduction. So that's super duper nice that we can have that. Then we've got Pudding, who is just an int character that can generate matching slots, but all that orbs are changed into unfavorable, and Capone's captain effect will state that he makes Sign Int beneficial to our team. So because our int characters will have size slots, they'll already be counted as matching anyway. Our strength units don't really matter if they have a matching slot or not, because they're not going to be heavy damage dealers anyway. And then we've got Big Mom, who's actually a chain locker as well, who is a previous Treasure Map unit from the Halloween event. Not that important though, those units can be replaced with whatever you want, but Capone for this fight, along with Okiku and Usopp, definitely makes this fight a whole lot easier. Okay, so now we're moving on to the final boss versus Jinbe. So this team here, we have the Sweet Commanders, we got Luffy, Sanji, and we have Germa 66. We got the whole squad rolling up here. We also have the brand new point booster that I just pulled, which is Tamago, and below him we have Pedro. Key support units though is we are using the Flampe attached to the Sweet Commanders to reduce the enemy defense once we launch the special. And we also have Neko attached to Pedro, which is going to help us remove some of the attack down on stage 4. So if we go to the quest guide and have a look, the preemptive attack on stage 4, we get a full board of block orbs, 2 turns of paralysis, and we also have 5 turns of attack down. I forgot to mention Rayleigh attached to Luffy Sanji, because that's going to remove some of the paralysis, as my Elgato likes to cut out once again. But yeah, we're going to have Rayleigh to remove the paralysis, Pedro gets rid of the block orbs, the attack down, we're going to remove 5 turns of it, because we have 2 turns on Neko, and 4 turns on Pedro special activation, so that's going to be really, really good there. On the final stage, our top row is binded for 4 turns, so with Luffy Sanji switch effect, that's going to get rid of that additional turn. We get 3 turns of chain coefficient reduction, so the Tamago will get rid of that, and then defense up for 5 turns. We have Flampe to reduce a majority of that defense. However, looking at some videos online, it does seem like the defense, you can actually just attack through it, like you don't have to worry about it too much, which is why we're just using Flampe to reduce it at least a little bit, and then with all of the damage on top of this, we should be able to break through. Even if we can't get around it, then I think I'm probably going to put maybe Nami support on Luffy Sanji, so that when we launch their special, it's going to completely remove the enemy's defense. That is an option, but it does mean that we have to stall on the stage prior because of the paralysis. Just something to take into consideration. And obviously the friend captain for this fight is going to be an additional friend captain of Tamago for additional point boosts. And that's my team. That's my personal team versus Jinbe. But we have the Intrusion battle boss to talk about, which is this one versus the Sanji and Pudding. Again, it's a very similar team. We've got the 3 legends with Sweet Commanders, Luffy, Sanji, and also Germa 66. We've got Tamago once again, and we also have Carrot. Now, one thing to note on this team is the support of Perispera attached to the Sweet Commanders, because if we have a look at the quest guide, stage 2 is going to be empty slots, burn, and delay immunity. So we're going to be using Tamago special to change those empty slots into matching and get rid of the burn, which is great. And then also on battle 3, we get despaired for 5 turns, but when Sweet Commanders are our captain, they resist 10 turns of despair, so that's not a problem. There is a special limiter, which is kind of annoying, but doesn't really make a big difference to us. And 5 turns of damage threshold. So we have the Perispera support, so that when they inflict the damage threshold on the enemy side of the field, Perispera will proc, removing 2 turns of it. Carrot special will remove the additional turns of it, and that's great. And that'll give us an orb boost as well with Carrot's special ability. Sweet Commander special will give us a lot of boost. And then Luffy Sanji will give us a full board of matching slots. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty good. Absolutely no problems whatsoever, of course. But of course, if you guys want more free-to-play based teams, I highly advise to go check out my treasure map preparation video. Hopefully there'll be a guide at the top corner of the video if you guys want to go ahead and take a little bit more of an in-depth look at things in terms of the free-to-play aspect. These are just my personal teams, and these are definitely subject to change as time goes on throughout the treasure map. Some people may suggest some better ideas to ways to make teams faster, and I know that these are definitely not the most optimal or the fastest teams out there, but it's just what I come up with, and I'm going to see how it goes, and we'll see if we need to change things along the way. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, me breaking down my personal teams for the treasure map, because I know always people ask, what are your teams for the treasure map? Obviously, I will be streaming when this treasure map goes live over on twitch.tv/Toadskii, so if you guys are interested in that, go down below in the video description, follow me over on Twitch so you can be notified when we start streaming. But that's going to wrap up this video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.